So this is a Tonto Dikeh kind of update video. You guys liked the last one, so I only thought it was alright. I only made it right that I updated the stuff that I know already. I was gonna do a video when I found out his two brothers were speaking out against her. So basically, let me rewind. Churchill's brothers come and they did a story saying that they think Tonto is depressed. I mean, not depressed, possessed, and that she needs rehab, or yeah, or that there's been some or basically they're just trying to insinuate that she's crazy, that someone's done juju on her, or she's got a drug addiction problem. Just because of what happened. And then there was explaining some stupid story about when his younger brother, when he first comes to Nigeria, he was excited because him and Tonto used to talk all the time on the phone, and then they were upstairs one day and she wanted to come and slap the brother, and then he was like, what is going on, is this woman crazy? Sorry you guys. And yeah, he went downstairs trying to tell the mum to think that, oh my god, if she tells the mum, then the mum could do something and she'll be more respectful. But that didn't work, and she was just saying how his brother's crazy and how his brother's this, and he didn't understand what's the matter. Then the older brother come saying how she's this, how she's this, how it's this. And you know what's so funny, because journalism is so shit. This is what shows you, this is the thing about Africa, they always put the woman in a bad light of things. I don't care what she is, I don't care what she's done. The fact that she had black bruises all over her body from an abusive man, an abusive husband, and this marriage that she portrayed that was being so nice, of course, now she's come out saying that she apologizes to everyone because of she portrayed her marriage to be a good marriage. You don't need to apologize to anyone, babes. Like, seriously, why the hell are you apologizing for? That's no one's business to even know, to know what's going on in your marriage in the first place. But the fact that you've going on through so much and now you've actually spoken out against it, and there's people that are still scrutinizing you, even down to their own family members, they've got some nerve. I mean, why is everyone navigating away from what is the truth and what is in your face? There's bruises. She's got plain evidence that we saw in the interview. Why isn't anyone taking responsibility for that? Why isn't that is being shown and he's still walking around here scot-free, still doing interviews, and no one's, and people keep listening to his side, listening to what he's got to say, when he's the one that has been the abuser to her? Can you imagine what that's like? And the fact that she's got a child with him and she has to know that and look at her child every single day, knowing what she went through with this man, and then everyone's talking, making her seem like a bad person when she was the victim. Fuck's sake. I don't care what you do, how mad you are, how you provoke someone. It's a choice for someone to take it to that next level. When people have choices to do stuff, and as a man, if you didn't like a certain situation, or you knew how your temperament was, because you know it, you know when you reach that point, then you can walk away if you have respect for a woman. But you didn't. You beat the shit out of her numerous times because we saw what you did, and now people are here speaking against her and making her seem like she's the one possessed. See, African men, do you see, they always enable shitty behaviour. A lot of men will never understand a sort of respect. It's common, decent respect. I don't care about no religion. I don't care about culture. I don't care about how you're brought up. Just decency. Like, you treat people how you want to be treated. And when people are enabling that behaviour, when you have stupid men enabling that type of behaviour, because they're enabling it already by making him think that what he's done is right, regardless, because she's the woman, she's the wife, that's it. It's a stupid mentality, and no one speaks out. No one can ever be like, you know, you're wrong for that. Why wasn't an interview saying to them, turning it around, how do you feel about your brother beating a woman and her having evidence? What do you think about that? No, it's immediately, what do you think about Tonto? What's your relationship with Tonto? Everything. Why are you asking those stupid questions? You're meant to be a journalist, so why aren't you addressing the issue? Idiots of life. Very stupid. Always like to penalise and demoralise a woman. That's why women never really have a voice, and that's where they're always frowned upon in Africa. It's very terrible, and I wish I could do something to stop it, because it's wrong. My God, man. Someone's going through domestic violence. It's real. It's real. And it's because you're married. It doesn't make any excuse for anyone hitting you, because you're no one's property. You're still an individual. Do you know what I mean? Just because you unite, yes, you unite. You're making a family. You're making a home. But you are still an individual. Just because you're a mother, does that mean that that's the only thing you are? You're still a woman. You're still somebody else's child. You're still an individual. That's why when children make their own choices, that's why you're free to live your life and do what you want. Does that mean that you don't stop being someone's wife, but you have to remember that you're an individual, and as an individual you deserve respect, and you need to demand that respect when you're not being shown it. And it's so easy to be blinded by that with love and thinking that certain things are meant to be acceptable because of marriage. You know, it's so easy because you can feel a type of way and you might not say anything because you are in a relationship or because you are married, so you think it's something that you need to accept, especially for people that have never been married before, especially for people that have never been in a relationship before. That one time your boyfriend hits you out of anger, you're just like, oh my god, you may be mad, but you're gonna forgive him because you just think that that's what you're meant to be or meant to oblige to do, but you're not obliged to do anything because you're an individual. And if you feel like you're not being respected the way that you know you deserve to be respected, then you need to get out, innit? Jesus, isn't by force. I don't think anyone who's ever in that situation or in that position, don't ever feel like it's your fault and that you need to feel obliged to accept certain behaviours just because you happen to be in a relationship, just because it's love or whatever, because that's not love. Love doesn't do that. Love doesn't treat you like that. Love is not meant to be disrespectful. I mean, relationships are not meant to be easy, but I mean, you shouldn't be struggling with someone slapping you or mistreating you any type of way and you riff off on the street. What's the point of being in love if someone's going to treat you even worse than someone on the street? Why am I going to be in a relationship with you and give you this, my body and my heart and my soul, for you to be disrespecting me anyhow? God forbid. Nonsense. Imagine. When I saw these two interviews of these two idiots of life, I was just looking. The same men that will probably be married here in England and go to Nigeria and have their 16-year-old girlfriend. Nasty bastards. Terrible. Yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on it, and if you ever saw the interview, just comment below. Like, I love seeing your comments, and I'll keep you updated on this story and anything else that develops. But always remember that you're an individual regardless in any situation, and if you feel disrespected, then you have a right to speak. No one has a right to stop that. And if you feel a type of way, then you need to just leave that situation. And I know that it's harder, it's easier said than done because you've got love, but you have to remember, like, love is not all you need for a relationship. Respect is an element of it. That's why when you're together, you're dating, because you're building that friendship. Friendship has automatic respect. So if you can't even have that respect for me as a lover, as a partner, then why the hell am I going to be here with you, giving you myself? You know what I mean? Come in. So yeah. I'm where the ghosts go.